This MPA program is hosted by UCL, one of the largest, oldest and most prestigious universities in the world, which hosts every year students from more than 150 countries. So it's truly a global university that very much fosters academic excellence with a strong practical orientation.
There are 3 core modules in the MPA program, and they cover how governance influences public policy, how leaders can create impact in public services, and how data can be used to analyse public policy.
There is a wide and flexible catalog of courses and high quality professors that encourage you to use the program to your own advantage.
Our colleagues are some of the world-leading figures in their respective research fields, but we also frequently collaborate with international organizations like the World Bank, like the United Nations, with many governments around the world, with the private sector, with non-profits. So what you'll learn are frontier theories and evidence about how to address a problem, but then you'll also apply that to solve real-world cases. You'll bounce that back and forth with guest speakers from the policy world that have worked on those cases. We'll take you to field trips to organizations to again better understand how to improve organizations through research. So the MPA teaching is all about this integration. It's all about making you better and more reflective practitioners by integrating research and practice.
So there are several electives available in the MPA program, for example, public finance, organisational change and strategy, among many others. And they really give you an opportunity to delve much more deeply into something that's of interest to you.
What I like most is my cohort, my peers. I think they bring in such different perspectives, different stories to the program, and they come from all parts of the world.
And UCL campus is located at the very center of London, a really vibrant city that gives us connections not only to other universities, but also to think tanks, to policymakers, to private organizations, to international organizations. So I don't really think that you could find a better city to really connect theory and practice.
I was looking up a course that would challenge me to become a global leader in my field of 10 years experience in information technology. The course structure is blended with some IT aspect of my career and management, leadership and organizational change, which I think that is going to help me to manage a global IT workforce in the near future.
Choosing the MPA for UCL can be a very good move towards advancing your career, especially if you're interested in developing better public services. Our program sets apart from the rest because it's very much focused on public management and leadership, giving you the tools that you might need, not only to take the next step to improve public services, but to lead those organizations that are improving at the end people's lives.
Since I was in high school, I wanted to tell people stories. So after my high school, my undergrad was in mass communication and videography. So basically I started with filmmaking because I wanted to tell stories. Then I moved to journalism because I thought that's a better way to impact people's lives. And after that, when I worked with a member of parliament for more than 3 years actually, I realized, you can actually, instead of telling people's story, you can change people's stories, you can change narratives, and that is made possible through public policy. And I think this master's will equip me with those tools to actually change people's narratives.
We're incredibly proud of the distinguished careers that our MPA graduates have gone on to, be that careers in the public sector, in the private sector, and in the non-profit sector. So a range of our alumni have gone on to work in senior roles in the civil service, in senior roles in international organizations like the OECD, for instance, in senior roles in the private sector, for instance, international organizations or corporations like Meta, or in management consultancy. But some have also made their way into non-profits, into journalism, or some have even created their own organizations after the MPA. So the MPA flexibly prepares you for a range of career paths in which you can enhance public value and make a difference in the world.
If you're passionate about making a difference, if you want to be part of the solution, we can do it together.